Okay, so this is going to be a day in the life of a self-employed carpenter. So right now I've arrived at the job, and first things first, I get my camera set up so I can actually make these videos. Once that's sorted, I then get set up. I do this by getting all my tools and the materials in. Now that we've got set up, it's time to start the job. Now on this job we previously fitted 9 doors. Today we're back to do a variety of tasks. We've got a bit of skirting, a bit of architrave, some boxing in, a floor repair and some other bits and bobs. But right now let's get on with the skirting and architrave. First off, I just offer up the architrave and mark the correct location for the mitre. Now this wall is very out of plumb, so the architrave does need to be scribed to suit the wall. So I cut it down to the largest measurement and then I mark for the scribe. Normally I use mitre mate for the mitres, but here I'm just using glue and it will still work the same. Now it's time to do the skirting. Here I'm just going to replace this skirting. Now that that's done, I'll start boxing in. Now, I'm kind of finding it hard to explain how to box in, but I literally just cut the timber to size, install the timber, and then cover the timber with MDF. But instead of trying to explain it part by part, what I'll do is I will show you how I do this. Now we've moved to upstairs, and upstairs we have a bit more boxing in to do. For this boxing in, I will do a bit of explaining.
I need a pencil.
Okay, so first off, I get my tape measure and pencil. I then take my measurements on how wide I want the boxing in to be. Here, I'm just writing down the measurement on a scrap piece of timber. I then get my other measurements, how far I want the boxing to stick out from the pipes. This will be the measurement for the side panels. I then measure the height, how high I want the boxing in to be. And then I write these measurements down again. Now that I've taken all the measurements, it's time to start cutting. So right now, what I'm doing is marking the measurements on the MDF. I get my table saw set up and then I start cutting. Now that everything's cut, it's time to put everything together like a jigsaw puzzle. So here, I'm just using my mate. I put glue on the one side and activator on the other side. Pull it in place, make sure it's flush and everything. And this just holds it together so I can then pin or screw it together. With this boxing in, I am just putting it against the wall, so I notch out for the pipe and just pull it right against the wall. On this occasion, I am using my multi-tool to cut back the skirting. I'm doing it this way as opposed to notching it out, because the client wants carpet to go underneath the boxing in. This means if I was to notch it out, the carpet will raise it up and then there'll be a bit of a slight gap in my notch. Now that this is done, it's time to do the exact same for the long pipe here. Again, getting my measurements, doing all the cuts I need, and then again, I put everything together. To secure the boxing in back to the wall, I secure some timber to the wall and then screw the boxing in to the timber. Also here, doing the exact same thing, putting timber support at the bottom of the MDF and screwing it to the skirting. Because the MDF wasn't quite long enough, I did have to make a little box at the end just to butt up against. Okay, so here is how I've done the boxing in. So the MDF wasn't actually long enough. I am going to sand this edge, and yeah, but this is how I've done the boxing in. So as you can see, just made a box there as you saw, and just made a box here. I haven't fixed it all down yet. I have put timber so it can be fixed, but I'm gonna wait for the client to come, and if she's happy with it, then I'll get it all fixed. But yeah, and I've put timber, secure timber to the floor so it can be fixed. I might put timber at the back actually, but it really doesn't need it. It really doesn't need it, because if I just put timber at the if I just secure the bottom with screws into the timber that's going on the floor, it's not going to go anywhere. But I could, I guess, put some timber along the back, but again, it really doesn't need it. Once I've put the screws in and sealed the top, it'll be fine. But right now we're going to move on to the other little repair, which is to repair this floor as it has no support. So here, this is a quick, easy task where I literally just put some more support in so the floor covering has something to rest onto. Hello, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry, honestly, everything just takes.
No, it's alright.
That change, is that more?
Oh yeah, so this one, it was this one and this one, so I've just put extra support under that one and this one.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, it's not spoiling it anymore. Yeah.
Oh,
And then with this boxing in,
yeah.
yeah, this is the boxing in. I haven't secured it yet, but yeah, I've put timber so I can secure it whenever.
That's fine.
Just
Thank you.
pipes.
Yeah, great.
The MDF wasn't long enough, so I've had to do it in two pieces, but
That's fine, because you know what, I think once it's painted and the paint's there, anyway.
exactly. Yeah, really fun.
Yeah. It's just really sesame.
So now that I know the client's happy with the boxing in, I can just secure it. So now that the boxing in's done and the floor's supported, it's time to do one more task. But first, the client brought me food, so I have a break. And this is the last task. Now, I didn't get much clips of this because it was kind of a bodge job, I'm not even gonna lie. Because the client had a leftover door because she mismeasured, she just wants me to put the door here. So I had to chop the door down quite a lot, but I'll show you the end result here. Here is the door done. Now I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely butchered this door. Butchered it. Had to cut this much off, then I had to cut that much off the top, and the grooves don't line up because I wanted a finish today. I didn't have enough time and she wanted it done fairly cheap, so I didn't have the time to actually take it off both sides, glue it up, let the glue set and come back and then pull it on. So instead I had to do it all in one day, so opted for doing the lock side and had to I took the lock block off, packed out the door frame, and this is how it looks. Now she's over the moon, she's happy with this, but I don't know, I don't know. I've done the best I can with the time I had, but yeah, but she's happy, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. So yeah, finishing at 7:39 today, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But still light outside. Now's the moment some of you may have been waiting for. How much did I make on this job? Let's take a look. Okay, so in this pack I keep literally all my jobs, keep all the receipts. I write down what I've done on the job, how much I've made on the job, and it just sorts out my accounting and just keeps everything organized. So let's see, Maria. So I've done 2 separate jobs for this lady. The first one was to fit the 9 doors. Now, I didn't make a video because I was kind of rushing on that job. But to fit the 9 doors, it took 9 days. I charged 70 per door and it was 600. Wait, did I say 9 days? It took 2 days, 9 days, 1 day per door. Wow. It took me 2 days to do the 9 doors and I charged 70 per door. And I got £630 for 9 doors, and the materials costed £20, which she got the doors, I just got bits and bobs that I needed. Yeah, so 630 for 9 doors. And now for the other job. So this was fitting the skirt in an architrave, boxing in, supporting floor, boxing in, more boxing in, chopping down and fitting the cupboard door, and supplying all materials. And for this job, I just charged £320, and that's how much the labour was. So I just want to say a big thank you for everyone who watches the videos, and if you got this far, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I know I have been late on posting. I think it's about 2 weeks I haven't posted for. Sorry about that, but I've been finding it very hard these 2 weeks to do TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, also with running a business. If you follow me on TikTok, you probably know what's going on with The Apprentice, and it's been a bit all over the place. But yeah, I will be posting a lot more regular, and I've got some, I know I've said I've got some big news coming. Well, still got some big news coming, and that will be announced hopefully next week. But yeah, lots of videos coming, and hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.